broadcast of the ASEAN Basketball League may not be reused in any way, shape, or form without an express written consent of the ABL.
Go right there, another block by Miguel.
Wide open is Regulish. Back-to-back triples for Mono Vampire.
47 remaining, he makes his move. Young forces it up and in!
CC hasn't made a shot before that.
Pretty good so far here in the first half.
Lie. Oh, everyone for the Black Bears finding the bottom of the net.
Leaky with a big steal. Leaky for three. That goes in. What a play.
Hello again, everybody. Welcome to another edition of exciting ABL basketball action here in Taipei, Taiwan at the Taipei Heping Basketball Gymnasium between the hometown Taipei Fubon Braves versus the Singapore Slingers from Singapore. And of course, yesterday after coming up a very tough win for the Fubon Braves, back-to-back again. How can they fare today? We shall see real soon against Singapore Slingers. And of course, next to me today is with Kenny Gao, who knows everything about basketball. What's going to happen today, right? Your prophecy.
Good afternoon to you, Dave, and good afternoon to everyone. Welcome to Taipei.
Welcome.
Another packed house.
Yes. So what do you think about the game yesterday, Kenny?
Well, Fubon Braves playing back-to-back, and plus, this is the first time Maxi Isho actually, getting the player rotation. So a brand new player rotation. And the three imports all played more than 32 minutes last night. And Fubon utilized 10-player rotation. So, they're playing back-to-back, but I think they should be having enough battery at bay to really compete this evening.
Right, exactly. So what we can see right now, today is the Taipei Fubon Braves at 5-3 after coming off that very tough win yesterday over the Dreamers. Came off a very good outing, like day number one, like debut for the Fubon Braves. Look at them in action right now. How do you think you fared yesterday, day one?
Well, I think the first three quarters have really come out on fire, but the final frame, the couldn't catch up to his new teammates' pace.
Right.
Especially when the new point guard Light come on the court. Fubon Braves really speed up the pace, scoring 24 points and limited the Dreamers to only 14 points in the fourth quarter. Most of the points are scored in the transition on the putbacks. So I think Max Isha, once he gets used to his new teammates, he's going to be much more effective, throughout the entire game.
Yeah, so people will be looking at him today on a back-to-back. Right? His 22 points, I do believe, came off of all these rebounds, and he almost got hurt too.
Yeah, the Braves actually shot very poorly last night, shooting only 34% from the field and 20% from the three-point line.
Right.
And that's really below their average. But fortunately for Garcia and for the Braves, Garcia gathered 11 offensive rebounds. As a team, Fubon Braves grabbed 25 offensive rebounds. And for the second chance opportunity, they scored 17 points. So tonight, it's really going to be a tough challenge for Anthony McClain to be in the post and really box out and stop for the second chance baskets.
Yeah, because yesterday, Charles Garcia had that stuff like we see right now. That was a highlight of the year, like you probably said, right? We can see that 3 times like a Jackie Chan movie. Like he was a 2020 club yesterday. 22 points, 21 total rebounds. That's an incredible number, my friend. And he was like you said, he was the first in the beginning, earlier on the game. He could get some of the shots like down low, but then again, towards the end of the game, like towards the second, third, or fourth quarter, he really got into it. And we can see like Charles Garcia on the bench right now. He's going to be a big factor against two big Macs, right?
Yes. And Charles Garcia, he shot 29%, 5 for 17. But fortunately for him and for the team, a lot of these shots he missed, he got her back and put it back in. So
that contributed to his rebounds.
And plus, the player rotation for Fubon really showed down up, in the fourth quarter, where the local players still have a lot of gasoline in the tank and really speed up the pace. And thus, the Dreamers really couldn't catch up. But tonight, it will be a challenge for the Singapore Slinger because they have a very short bench who play only 7 or 8 guys. So down the fourth quarter, it will really be the difference maker of this game.
So you can see O.J. Mayo yesterday, he was on fire too. Like he played for almost 35 minutes, scoring 26 points on 62% field goal percentage, 4 for out of 8 three-point tries, he made 4, 50% three-point shooting. So that added to his total, he's like what, leading at 33 three-pointers being shot in the league. He's on fire, dude.
He is. So they're not a fast-breaking team. But
Right.
I think to be Fubon Braves, they really have to outlet the ball to Marcus Elliott or Xavier Alexander for early offense. When they can get these two import players attacking downhill, going 2-on-2, 3-on-3, or 1-on-1, it will be very advantageous for these two world import MVPs.
So for them to have any chance of winning this game, they really have to control the tempo. And right away on the tip-off, we have Charles Garcia against McLean. And Garcia got that one. And here goes Mayo to start off today's game, ladies and gentlemen. Hoorah! And Mayo right away with a three-point. That's going to fall short.
OJ is very confident with his shot right now because he shot 50% last night.
Yeah.
And pretty much, he's the only outside three-point attack for the Braves last night.
Right. We haven't even talked about, so we have McLean on the outside with the ball. And then we have Isho very eagerly slapping the ball out of bounds.
Well, Isho fashioned a ponytail, same as Zheng Wending, so you can't really tell who's who from the back.
Well,
they're the same size as well.
Well, I think Zheng Wending's is a little bit not as nice in my book. All right, so action going on. Zheng Wending with the ball. Zheng Wending comparing the haircut. So Charles Garcia from outside and good.
Wow.
After yesterday, I gotta say, Kenny, after yesterday, Garcia is pumped up and he's full of confidence, especially this game.
I know, I haven't seen anybody in ABL play with this type of passion and intensity for the game. Especially last night, he's just a warrior down low.
Right, and Mayo with the steal and Isho with the turnaround almost went in. McLean with his first rebound.
Well, Max Isho definitely have some size advantage over both imports.
Right.
That plays forward, spot on for the Slingers.
And somebody sent Ochimel to the floor and was called for it. It's Xavier Alexander was called for the foul. Xavier Alexander, we're going to have to look out for the 6'5" forward, averaging about 25 points a game, 24.5 points a game. So they really got to control him and, of course, the rebounding ability of McLean.
Right. Alexander is young and strong.
Right.
So not only he can put the points on the board, he can also grab some defensive rebounds. So right now, he's the top scorer and the rebounder for the Slingers.
Whoa! And as we're talking, a beautiful pass from Ochimel to Charles Garcia to take it home.
That's a well-executed play.
Very well.
Where the most football players on the left side of the court, which isolated the pick and roll between Garcia and OJ Mayo.
Right, and we see McLean trying to move into the basket. Over Garcia, and couldn't get the basket. And the rebound goes back to Singapore. Alexander gets the ball driving in to McLean, trying to put it home and couldn't do it. Blocked by Garcia. There's a fight with the ball, and Isho comes up with it.
The Braves really try to double team McLean every time he touches the ball, but McLean so far have very difficult time finishing at the rim.
Right, and so when he takes the ball, takes it, and that should be a goaltending.
Oh, that's a goaltending. Not only he drew the foul, he has another shot.
So something is different about this game. We don't see Zheng Wending actually do that kind of a drive very often, but somehow he found a match he figured he could take over. He went quick.
Exactly.
+1.
Dalvin Gao is very much like him when he was young.
Right.
He played for the Slinger when he turned 16 years old and turned professional.
He probably had the same hair.
And Zheng pretty much played on the national team when he turned 18 years old. So
Right.
these guys have very similar, well, Zheng is more like in the latter part of the professional career, but they have very similar professional career runs as far as time frame goes.
All right, so Marcus Elliott with the ball. And Kwek handling it. Kwek could be a factor here today. Turn around on Zheng Wending and almost has a two. Oh! Tai Wen-Chen grabbed the court over McLean.
Tai is definitely a very solid player.
Yeah.
He especially defensive, offensive rebounds. That's his specialty.
And we have OJ Mayo driving in, asking for the foul, but couldn't get it.
Oh.
Elliott driving in. Still couldn't get it. And Zheng with another rebound.
That was the early offense I was talking about. I think once this settled down, that would be a much higher percentage shot.
Right. And Zheng Wending from outside. Oh, couldn't get it.
I think Zheng is very fired up for tonight's game.
He must have had a good lunch or something because he's like all offense today. So right now we have Dublin right there. Turn around with a shot. and couldn't get the shot to go, but drew a foul on Zun.
I think he's just pumped up because Delvin Gao is a regular double-double guy.
Right.
And pretty much playing the same position and same size.
So Delvin now right now goes to the line.
Delvin's averaging 11 points and 9.5 rebounds for the season.
So he's a very important local Singapore player, Delvin Goh.
He averages about 36, 37 minutes, so he never comes out of the game.
So basically they have the top 5 and maybe 2, max 3 on rotation.
Well, his playing time and shooting attempts, it's like the 4th import for the Slingers.
Right. So Delvin Goh hits both free throws to make it 6-2. Fubon. So I guess for their onset, everybody's still trying to see how each other plays, but OJ with a short jumper, no good. Oh, almost had the rebound is Sen Wen Ding. Back to tie. Set up the half-court shot right here. Garcia, open, couldn't close.
Well, that shot's going to be open for Garcia all night long.
Right, but they got to sink it.
Because McLean's not going to come out that far to guard Garcia for the three-point line.
And that was too high of a lob for McLean. And here's Ty. Turn around. And Kwek with a good defense. Very quick as Kwek.
Well, Kwek is able to anticipate
the movement.
Ty Winston's spin move.
Right.
The spin move is pretty much a counter move. We really body somebody up, then you spin. But that time, it really wasn't a body to
being thrown out of
lean on because he already backed up.
So right now, it's like a lot of different, I guess, missed shots here and there, like to start the game. And Delvin Goh with a spin move for 2, make it 6-4.
Well, Delvin Goh is playing very aggressively as well.
Yes.
Not very likely that you're going to find a local player who gets possession and isolation like this many times.
Right. And OJ Mayo with a short turnaround not going. So to start out the first quarter, the shots are not falling for the Fubon Braves right now. They had their opportunities close up, but they're not falling. And the open threes, open good looks, but it's not falling down. So this is a time where Singapore can actually take advantage of all the misses to really keep the game close. Delvin goes in. And the ball tips out. And Mayo saves the ball from going out of bounds, but Singapore gets it to Marcus. Marcus Elliott drives in, a little short jumper. Still no good. And another one, that's a second free throw, and no good. And the third one, and blocked, and this ball out.
Well, somebody gotta get Isho a pair of new shoes because tying the shoes made Fubon Braves miss the rebound. The ball bounced right in front of him, but he was too busy tying shoelaces.
Well, to start off with, it's only a 6-4 game, but it seems like both sides are kind of rough on the edges. You know what? Timeout right now. We'll take a break as they are taking a break, and we'll be right back. Maxi Isho and OJ.
After having a slumping evening, Joseph Lin's going to try to regain himself tonight.
Right. So far, Xavier Alexander has not really been firing away. He's been really reluctant so far. McLean down low, putting it up and over. Chuck.
Well, this is what the Slingers are trying to do.
Size does matter, yes.
Right, and plus, that's a very strong half-court, go-to player.
Right. And Joseph Lin dribbles around everybody, tosses it out to Charles. Charles to Zen. Zen open to Joseph Lin again! And it doesn't go in. And Max Easter fighting hard.
Right.
Over 3 of the Singapore Slingers, but could not come out with the rebound.
And so far, the Braves cannot put down their three-pointers. So defensively, they just pack it in. There's no, motion coming out.
Yeah, they're getting steals, they're getting everything in. Joseph Lin again, and still no good. And so far, the shooting has been dismal for both sides. They can't shoot it in from close, can't shoot it from the outside. There's a lid on both baskets, Kenny.
Well, the problem is that they're giving McLean time to settle down the low post, so he's able to secure all the defensive rebounds.
Right. And Isha trying to come over the back. Alexander not shooting, and the ball comes loose. He still gets it back, tosses it to McLean, but couldn't keep a hand of it. Charles gets it. Going in, going down, all the way, coast to coast, and get hits in the face again. Somebody got to get Charles Garcia a pair of goggles. Well, he was hit in the face yesterday.
Or someone give him some whistles, because getting in the face is a foul.
Well, might be the sweat getting in his eyes.
Right.
Right? Over the rebound.
I wish all my friends are as naive as you are, Dave.
That's why people like me, because, I think the good side of people, normally.
No foul.
No harm, no foul. That's how I look at it. All right, so 8-6. So far, Alexander hasn't really been a factor too much, or Marcus Elliott. And McLean gets the ball again down low over Chuck Garcia. 3-on-1, and he doesn't get the basket. Good defense. Mayo comes over the rebound. Spin move. Does he want to shoot it? To Maxi Isham from the outside. No good. Garcia with the rebound, and Joseph comes up with it. It's been a hectic day shooting both sides. Isho comes up. Finally picks up after himself and lays it back in.
Well, I think the Slingers, they rely on McLean to grab every defensive rebound. This is going to be a long night for them.
Yeah.
Because Isho and Garcia attacks the basket very aggressively.
And don't forget Tim Wendy. He's in it too today.
Right.
Now Singapore. Delvin, go with a shot. No good.
That's Delvin's first three-point attempt this season.
And it's a no-go. And Isho gets the ball. And that's a double dribble. That's a double dribble.
Alert call by the ref.
Well, it seemed like yesterday a lot of people couldn't get the hold of the ball, but today,
right, especially down the beginning of the fourth quarter, they were like turnovers left and right.
But today, the shooting, we got to check like what the situation is. 3-pointer for Fubon over 6 so far.
Alexander fired up.
Finally, Alexander.
So I guess jumper looks too easy.
I guess when you're not shooting well or playing well, it helps that other people are too. Hopefully, Joseph Lin can pick up the tempo again with a little floater he's been practicing.
Exactly. I think Joseph Lin is right at home with all the trees in the middle with this little floater. That's his game. Just like his brother, he's excellent at pick and roll.
Right.
And getting right in the paint for a little floater.
All right. There was a foul there called on Maxi.
Maxi Isho had 4 fouls last night, which kind of limited his defense in the down fourth quarter.
Right.
Similar to the Dreamers, Jordan Tolbert, he also had 4 fouls. So down the fourth quarter, he couldn't really, play very physically in boxing out Garcia.
Right. So the outside, we have like Alexander, and now OJ. OJ starting with a tray. So OJ Mayo continues his 3-point shooting. Now to the corner. Alexander goes to the corner, gets stuffed, and gets his own rebound, and couldn't put up the layup, and gets another rebound, fighting against Joseph Lin. That's a foul call on Fubon.
When Alexander penetrates down to the baseline, McLean needs to get out of the way, but he's not able to get Garcia along with him because McLean has no scoring ability down the mid-range.
Right.
That gives, a double team opportunity.
So basically on that one, Alexander was just doing it all on his own one-man show right there. Shooting it, grabbing his own rebound, putting it back up. Not good, grabbing it again.
I take my word back. McLean hits a mid-range.
Okay, he does have some offensive prowess. So the thing is, never leave anybody alone. So there's McLean with his 2. Now Joseph to Garcia, drives up, and smothered by McLean. But Delvin Go right away puts his hand up saying, my foul. But will the ref buy that one? Yep, I guess Delvin Go tried to be the fall guy, but the ref didn't buy it. So still a foul on McLean. But like you said,
that's McLean's first foul only.
So maybe they should go after him more often, all right?
Well, there are a few ways to look at McLean's mobility issue.
Right.
You can take him outside, but the thing is he'll never come out.
Right.
So once you come out, you can drive past him. But so far, I think there's going to be more space for Garcia in the mid-range when he can get an easy chip.
You have to bring him out.
Right.
You have to bring him out
first.
Yes. And Garcia 6'2". To make it 17-12. Fubon.
Oh. Now
Lee Mengxue coming in. So that like a lighting in. Dynamo, number 0 in the game.
Well, Fubon really likes to close out a quarter with only one import player and 4 locals. And right now, first quarter, it's 1 import and 4 locals.
Well, we got another 8 seconds left. Can Singapore close out this quarter with the score? To McLean. McLean, can he turn around? He loses the ball, but off the knee of number 13.
And that's end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter, ladies and gentlemen. 17-12. But Fubon, as the score can show, a very iffy kind of a quarter, leading by 5, 17-12 over the Singapore Slingers. Well, can they regroup after the break and come back with more smoothness? We'll find out. We'll take a break, my friends. We'll be right back. Leading by 5, but the low score signifies what in that one? And what should they do differently in quarter number 2, Kenny?
Well, I think the Slingers just have to get used to how Fubon is matching up to them. Because, Fubon being a new team, they don't know anybody. But reversely,
right.
nobody knows who
them
they
either,
are.
right? And the shot, no good. Lai coming down fast. Toss it to Garcia. Garcia didn't really go to the basket. Toss it out to Ling. Block of foul.
I think
On
besides
Lim, number 13.
besides Anthony McLean, who played in Taiwan last year, and who also played for Mono Vampires, really know how the pace of ABL
Right.
as SBL goes. And Garcia and McLean, they match up last year in SBL games, so they're no strangers to each other.
And there we have Charles Garcia attempting a three to no avail. Alexander getting the ball with Elliott with a shot, and no good either. McLean with a rebound, another rebound. Going strong, low, no, another rebound. Going up again, and does not get the ball to fall. So when he's down there, he's definitely a force. That three guys on him, but still couldn't grab the ball away from him.
Well, that's McLean's issues last year as
Right.
well. You know, under that five offensive rebounds
Right.
per game,
Right.
a lot of them are like what you just witnessed.
Like grabbing his own rebound.
Yes, at the very close range.
He sinks the first free throw. Well, that's one way of actually raising your rebound average, grabbing your own and couldn't, you know, and your shot, I guess, shot attempts. And the second one from McLean, also good.
And I don't know if you get a chance to talk to Anthony. You know, outside that massive, huge body, he's the gentlest human being you're ever gonna meet.
And we have OJ with a three.
Oh!
It bounces off the back of the rim and off the board, and it's good.
The home court bounce.
The
That's
home
what it's
court
called.
bounce. When you've got the stroke, you've got the stroke, brother. It's falling it right. And Elliott with the ball. Lai on him and picks his pocket and leads the way. Can Lai finish it up? And Lai throws it
my
in.
goodness.
Lai King ahead, ladies and gentlemen, with a pickpocket and goes back in transition and a layup. Oh, on that note, somebody took a timeout, as we should be doing the same thing, Kenny. I need a breather and a cup of tea. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. Welcome everybody back to Taipei Fubon Basketball Gymnasium, the battle between Taipei Fubon Braves and the Singapore Slingers. And the heat is at the stadium, and the adrenaline and the feel is incredible, Kenny. If all the friends, if you guys have never been to Taipei, please come visit. Great crowd, great place, great food, great everything, great basketball action, of course.
I don't want to repeat myself, David. Just
What?
like yesterday when Lai Ting came in the game, I told you somebody's going to change the pace of the game. And so far, he's doing it again.
Yes.
Last night in the fourth quarter, Lai came in. Not only he stole the ball, and he controlled the tempo of the game, and he really put the ball in the right people's hand. That's how they get the 24-14 run. And so far in this second quarter, he's doing it again.
Right.
On defense and offense.
So Singapore's really got to think of something to counteract. We have Lim and Quick on the court as the Singapore locals, and they have the three imports playing with them. But then again, the speed of Fubon and everything, they really have to manage their players, I guess, their gas and then their energy. Because with people like Lai out there, they're going to run them all day long.
Right. And plus, I think Lai is matched up with Elliott tonight. Elliott's already 34, 35 years old. If he plays more than 35 minutes tonight, it's going to be very tough, I think, physically for a man of that age.
Right. And
to
there's
get somebody who's, constantly
right.
on you like, stink on poop.
They have like Alexander there with a three to keep the game semi-close right now. Garcia from outside. Yes, make sure it's a three, and he makes it!
And again, McLean does not come out. Garcia sort of like invited to come out and play, but
McLean gave him time to look at his feet. whether he's actually behind or in front of the three-point line.
Well, like I told you, McLean is not going to play defense above the free throw line.
Right. And there we go. Quick with a 2. Singapore really needs to have their locals really stand out.
Right. But
And
unfortunately,
give the imports
when
some space.
Delvago gets off the court, oh my goodness!
Throw down!
Somebody hold the roof!
Somebody hold the roof and somebody fix the basketball net! And Elliott comes back. Mayo with the rebound. And
Garcia.
then that wasn't a very good pass of Mayo. Well, Singapore coming back. Driving up. Should be a foul on Joseph Lin. You can see that on the replay. Charles faked down McLean and went the other way. Had all day and all the space to throw that down. Okay, we see Delvago coming in for Singapore Slingers. And Hong Jisan in.
And the Braves, I think, is going to put Maxi Isho back in the game.
Yes.
And Garcia is going to take a rest. I think he hurt his knee on the last play.
He's been fighting tough the last couple days. Like today, he hurt his knee. That's kind of, I guess, kind of midsection. Yesterday, almost twisted his ankle and got slapped in the face, and now it's a knee. There's nowhere in his body that hasn't been hit.
Well, when you try to go down to the paint and try to really mix things up, you will get whatever the opposing team is going
will give to you,
deliver to you. And those things include, maybe you step on someone's foot, and someone's going to try to slap at the ball, so it's going to be scratches everywhere.
Right.
So in ABL basketball, I think to dominate the paint, you really have to be the strongest to survive.
And there's a pass to Maxi Isho, but there was a bump, but the ref didn't call it, and he still alertedly put the ball off of Singapore. It's rough out there, my friends. Hong Jisan with the ball to Maxi. Maxi pulls back. Is he going to go one on everybody? To Hong. Lai pulls back and fakes everybody out to Maxi from outside. No good. Here comes Singapore Slingers.
Slingers still cannot get an early offense going.
Right.
That kind of slowed down their scoring pace quite a bit.
So there's a shot and the putback by Alexander, no good. Lai with the ball, coming back quickly. Give it to Chen Wending, who's back in the game. To Lai, Lai to Chen. Chen also tries to give it to OJ. OJ going in for the short jumper, and it is good. The rim is really going in his favor today.
Exactly. That's the third shot that went in after a favorable bounce.
Right.
But, his jump shot is very soft. That's why the ball keeps on rotating in.
That's what he tells you. I've got the touch. And quick with the fake. Faked out Lai. Goes up for the shot. Off the board, and it is good.
Well, the OJ juice is not only sweet in Florida.
Right,
it's also sweet in Taipei Arena.
Yes. 2 points for Quick for Singapore. Lai fakes out. Drives in. To Hong from outside. Good!
Oh, that's the guy you can't really leave it open.
I don't think people know him enough.
Mr. Hong is a three-point specialist. In the past 3 years in SBL, he averaged, more than 40% of all his three-point attempts.
Right, that's good percentage.
That's excellent percentage.
Cannot leave him alone. Elliott drives in, pulls it back out to Alexander. And then again from outside, short. Rebound, Delvago, but blocked by OJ. Goes up again and blocked again by OJ. Gives it a line. Light drives it quick again. Maxi Isho, what can he do?
Oh.
Turn around. No foul kept being called. Good defense on Singapore. Kwek went right around Chen Wending.
Well, if Singapore to try rebound the missed shot at Alec quickly, good things will happen for them.
Right.
Just like this time. But I think Fubon Braves is very experienced in getting an early Euro foul.
Okay, on that note, Fubon Braves has called a timeout. Trying to figure things out a little bit. They have a lead right now by 9. How to keep this lead, it's a coach's job. We'll take a break right now. Of course, we'll be right back, so don't go far.
About the pain battling between McLean and Garcia tonight.
Exactly. Well, the thing is, we have a peaceful fight, so to speak. No such thing. Well, then again, because you see McLean being so big, they need to have more bodies on him to actually fight the rebound. Unless if he holds position,
right.
You can't push him out by yourself.
Well, now Garcia has checked out a game, so McLean's checked out a game as well.
Right. So now, on a miss by OJ from outside! I couldn't even finish my sentence. OJ, another 3.
How sweet it is.
He's got that three-point stroke down. Smooth now. 2 more today.
Well, he's just widened the gap quite a bit between himself and the second place, the three-point made.
Now the ball being tipped, and of course, OJ gets the ball again.
Oh.
Really, Singapore, like, quick. When you had a shot, he should just basically, he should take it, not always give it to the imports.
Well, especially Craig got to know this, that down in the baseline, there's too little space.
OJ just got another bounce.
Right.
Right.
OJ just used the pretty much the bully style and bulldog himself into scoring position.
And as I was talking, Elliott found a little nook and cranny, a little floater for Marcus Elliott for 2. So today, Isho has been relatively quiet.
Wow. Isho can really extend his body on his attack.
Right. We saw a mismatch. So he went right at him.
Right. And there's a solid pick set by Taiwan Chen. That's how he got the mismatch.
But like you say, the size down there does make a huge difference. McLean's got to come right back in.
Right.
He's got to hold the fort down.
Well, you need to give that 250-pound body some rest.
Right.
Sometimes between the quarters.
We see a missed free throw from Maxi Isho. Isho has been relatively quiet. His shot hasn't been falling from the outside.
Like I said, David, I think anybody who just coming the team, as established or as experienced at Fubon Braves, you need a little time to get in the groove of the things.
Yeah,
and plus, to get in a rotation. I mean, it's tough sometimes.
Right. So far, he's 1 for 5 on the field goal shooting, right.
But as good as Isho and the talent that he has, I'm sure, you know, eventually, you know, maybe not the next game.
To him.
Yeah, eventually they will come cohesively as a unit.
Ooh, right there. Alexander for 3 points. So Alexander's really holding the fort down for them, keeping the game actually relatively close. Isho goes in and reversing, couldn't get the shot to fall.
They execute the same play twice. They sent the smallest local player to set a pick out Alexander to get him to switch and start a mismatch. And Isho twice penetrated to the basket and drew the foul.
But this time the ball didn't fall down in his favor, but the play was working. Play was working. Execution was there.
Right. And plus, Garcia checked back in the game, so on the weak side, McLean can't really cheat and try to stand in the middle and help, like, completely.
Right. So Isho mixing again on the front end of a 2-shot foul. Did he get the second one?
Well, the Braves really have to be careful on their free throws. Cannot get careless. Because when you have a 9-point, 10-point lead, you make 1 out of 2. Doesn't seem to be that big of a deal because you know you still have a double-digit lead. But when it comes to the game comes a little closer and closer down the fourth quarter, you're going to regret those 1 free throws you missed like 4 or 5 times in a row.
Oh, there's a turnover on Singapore, and OJ shot no good. Elliott with the rebound. We have number 2, Desmond O, coming in for Singapore. Another short shot from Marcus Elliott. Good. So they're still clawing their way and staying in the game right now, even though they're really not too savvy shooting percentage. And there's OJ with a turnaround behind the back, but couldn't get the fall. Asking for a foul, but not getting it is OJ Mayo.
OJ really drew McLean to help out.
Right. McLean came out.
Shot on the rim. So Garcia had a clear look at the offensive rebound.
Right. So now Fubon still with the ball. Hung dribbling in traffic. Behind the back to Garcia. looking for no foul there, no defensive, no offensive.
I'm not sure if
It's a no call.
Alexander is in the no charging zone already. That's
Right.
why there's no charge or defensive foul call.
Right. And the tip ball, McLean with the ball. He puts it back up, no good. Trying to get his own rebound. Again, gets his own rebound. Put it back up and blocked by Wendy, but a foul's being called. The fans don't like that one.
Well, because they don't like this call because the same foul on the other end where OJ was clearly hit on the wrist that affected the shot. And I would say this is a foul too, but you have to call it with the same standards.
Yeah. So out goes Wendy after that foul, and Hong Zhisan. And then comes Joseph Lin. McLean the line again.
Whoa.
Missing the first of two. McLean so far with 6 points. Can he make it 7? Yes, he does. 7 for McLean. So far, McLean's got 6 rebounds. And Fubon Isho in traffic, tosses all the way to OJ May on the other side. Garcia with the ball. Again to Isho. What should he do? Goes around. Tries to go up, got knocked away. No call. And way outside is Elliott. No good, but tip in from Singapore, no good either. Isho with a rebound. Mayo, 3. Yes!
Well executed transition play.
Very calm, not hesitating, saw the shot, took it with confidence.
Well, OJ shooting an extremely high percentage from the three-point line.
Right.
Especially when he gets on a fast break on the early release.
Right.
You know, when he gets a clear look, he's just a lethal weapon.
Right. High percentage. Now Alexander wants to get something back. Wong Xing, number 16, on the defense, was called for a foul. Was it called on Garcia?
Yeah, the foul I think is early when Chuck kind of laid his hand on Alexander on the penetration.
Right.
Because stood on his ground and raised his arm up high. So the foul has to be called.
As you can hear, like on the home court with this music being played, in Taipei, it means a cleanup crew is here.
Means
the cleanup crew.
Right. The garbage truck is coming.
Well, it's part of
you
Taipei.
tried to be civil, but
part
it's
of
okay.
Taipei tradition. I mean, when you hear this music, it's time to like clean house. Alexander line, missing the first of 2. So I guess this thing, making it, missing it, it's kind of affecting both teams. Alexander, to really have Singapore have a chance today, he's got to really step up big time.
Really. And plus, this is a very physical game in the fast pace. And I think they're playing at the pace that, not favorable to the Slingers.
Right.
And they're shooting very poor percentage as well.
Well, right now, OJ is like complaining about something. The cleanup crew didn't do a good enough job cleaning up, or somebody left a mop on the floor. You want to have the ref do it by themselves? Oh no. There's something else like on the floor, like some oil or something. I'm not sure what's going on here. Now the tissues start coming out. So I guess Xavier Alexander just got hurt on the arm somewhere on the line.
I think there's blood on the floor, so they need to clear up the blood.
Ah, there's a cut on Xavier Alexander. They cannot afford to lose him at all. Quick at the line. Makes it. Making it 42-32. Fubon and Braves with a 10-point lead.
I think that substitution have to stay for one play.
One play, right.
So but that give time for the Slingers to set up a full court.
Right.
Semi-pressure man-to-man full court.
And it gives everybody a chance to rest. And this Joseph Lin driving over everybody, losing the ball, and Isho gets the ball back. Shot from outside, finally! Ladies and gentlemen, Maxi Isho.
That's what they're looking for. Kevin Durant type offensive threat that can shoot the ball from almost anywhere.
Yeah, we thought that was a three-pointer, but it was a long two. Hey, we'll take the long two. So right now, Marcus Elliott with the ball. Give them McLean. McLean down low, gets the ball. And challenged by Isho. And a foul. So Fubon now has got to figure out how to stop the ball from getting down low to Anthony McLean. Because once he's down there, he will do some damage. He may not score it. He'll make somebody, pick up a foul. That's a foul on being called on Maxi.
Yep, that's his first personal foul.
And McLean again at the line. And McLean so far to the other line's been doing pretty well. So far 4 of 5. Can he make it 5 of 6 or 4 of 6? Okay, 4 of 6. Rebound Isho. Isho's been very... Well, that kind of came kind of quick. Everybody's nosing the action. Kind of forgot to look at it by the time. So right now, at halftime, it's the Taipei Fubon Braves 44 and the Singapore Slingers 33. Fubon with an 11-point lead going into the rest. So second half coming up real soon. All right, we're getting back here. So during the halftime, I guess the Singapore Slingers really going to use this time to rest up their players and then really think about how they're going to counterattack the Fubon Braves with their all-around people pretty much getting involved. And, of course, O.J. Mayo. How do you stop this guy from shooting his three-pointers?
Well, so far, he's getting his 3 points for all kinds of varieties. Off half-court back screens, off transition, early offense. And plus, the teammates really trust him on his three-point shot. So whether there's nobody underneath for the rebound, he still can put it up. And so far, has worked out for the Braves.
As you can see, him himself is 4 of 6. The rest of the team is 2 for 9. So that's 6 of 15, which makes it actually a pretty decent three-point percentage.
Well, Fubon has played 8 games so far. This is his 9th game. And last night, OJ was able to add 3 more three-pointers, so total 32. And tonight, so far, 4 three-pointers already.
Right.
So he's made 36 three-pointers in 9 games. That's average of 4 three-pointers. That's pretty good for any standards.
Exactly. So hopefully he keeps up the second half. But then again, of course, all the inspiration comes from Charles Garcia. My friend, he is playing hard every single night, Kenny.
Right. So, playing this kind of offense at defensive intensity, you're going to get bump and bruises. I think the durability of Chuck Garcia is what Fubon really needs. And this evening, not only he is putting a lot of points on the board, he's also delivered that passion and that intensity to the Braves offense and defensive end.
I think he's really a good role model to all the people that want to play basketball out there. You want to play with passion. You want to play with inspiration. You want to play, give it your all until the final second. You know what I mean? A lot of people, say that, but sitting here watching it for so many games, that's he portrays that.
Right.
Right.
Although Chuck really did have a very good college career because he's pretty much a late bloomer. And all the university or the school that he went to, like Riverside, like University of Seattle, really did, he really did flourish there. But, in the professional ranks, he really worked hard and it shows. Right now, it's his time.
Right. And his flourish he is. Here goes second half action with O.J. Mayo at the helm, giving it to Maxi. Maxi takes a shot and hits to start the second half. Like you said, Maxi may warm up in the second half. It seems like he's doing okay to start off.
Right, and offensively, that was a real quick crisscross between him and OJ, and then Chuck sets a blind pick on the left-hand side.
Right.
And that really kind of switch out McClain and catch McClain off guard.
And somebody brought McClain out, and Alexander drives in for a 2 off the board. So it looks like both sides are taking it careful nowadays in the second half. Garcia outside, open. McClain is on him, but not close. Oh, yeah. Hang on for a second. There was a whistle there somewhere. On Wu Hongxing. It was quite like, what's going on? A push off the rebound. So,
Wu Hongxing come on the court. I think it's pretty much a relief for Zheng Wending from the first half of hard playing.
right.
Wu Hongxing at 6'7", he should be able to put a big body on
Right.
Delvin Go.
Right. So Elliott drives in. Toss it out to Alexander. Looks at the basket. Back to Elliott. And the shot is good. 3-pointer.
Like I said, the double MVP.
Right.
Alexander and Elliott really have to take the steering wheel
Right.
and start driving this scoring ship.
And there goes OJ with the in and out tough luck shot for the 3. And Delvin Go bringing the ball past half court. Toss it McClain. McClain on Garcia. McClain basically carried 2 Fubon players and still put the ball back in the hole. So the third quarter is starting off actually not bad for the Singapore Slingers. Pretty much doing what they're setting out to do. So Fubon really has to somehow stop that ball from being fed to Anthony McClain down low. Because down there, you saw what he could do. 2 people on him, no go.
Well, I
Still
think
got the ball.
Wu tries to foul before the shot goes up, but he's going about it all the wrong way. Somebody size of McClain, you can't really hold down to his body. He's too big for
He'll
you to
take you
hold
up with
down. You got to take his limbs. You got to take his arms,
Right.
so he can't put the ball up. But Wu have obviously fouled him really hard to the body, and that didn't stop him.
Right. So the N1 is good, making it 46-41. Now OJ with a shot to Garcia. Couldn't get in to Isha outside. 5 seconds left. Isha with a shot from outside. And it goes over the backboard. So Singapore is really doing some different kind of a modification in their defense and their tactic. And seems so far it's working okay. It's been cutting the lead to only 5 right now.
Right, and plus offensively, I think they're more patient.
Right.
They put the ball down low, and the 2 MVPs are taking initiative on
They
being
have
more
to.
aggressive on shooting.
Right. And there's off the board again. Marcus Elliott. Like you say, they got to take over. They're actually doing all the damages right now. Nice crossover from Joseph. And a push on Isho, but couldn't get the ref to call a foul. Garcia with a short jumper. Good. You got to take it. You take what you are given.
If Chuck can consistently put down that mid-range, there's no way McClain's going to be able to hold him.
Right. So that's the way to draw them out. You can't go at them. And as we talk about turnovers, here goes one on the Slingers.
And plus, I think after that slam dunk in the first half, right now, McClain will not play defense above the free throw line on Garcia.
Right. Because they go right around him.
Right.
So Joseph Lin with some shake and moves out to Garcia. Garcia driving in. And the 3-point shot by Fubon, no good.
I think the Slinger made a huge adjustment, in the second half. Because now Garcia gets the ball on the top. Delvin Go will go up and try to contest him.
Right.
And leaving McClain staying at home.
And he's still staying staying very far away from Garcia, but Garcia could not get the 3-pointer to fall. So now Li Mengxue on the court and stolen by Garcia on the pass. He goes to Ling. Ling puts it up and in. Good pass from Charles Garcia, but it comes right back at the Singapore Slingers. pushes Isho and is being called for a defensive blocking foul. And the crowds do not like this one with a passion. All the boos in the house. On the replay.
Well, the replay,
Kenny.
Referee
Kenny?
It cuts down to the frame, so it's not a fair assessment. Nobody is more accurate than television cameras.
Right. So I guess, it depends where you are. The call could go either way. So respect the call by the refs.
Well, you gotta put yourself in referee's perspective.
Right.
He's trying to making calls in the milliseconds.
Yeah, the home court, we say it's a charge. If you're like on away court, away game, they're gonna call it whatever. It's all the same.
Well, one thing for sure though, there's no such thing as home court referee though.
We'll keep quiet on that one. And of course, Taiwan comes in to keep Alexander at bay. McLean with the ball again. Chuck on him. Trying to help out Ty. Ty trying to help out on the other side, but grabbed his arm and is called for a foul.
Well, that side's fourth personal. The foul is on call on Ty.
Yeah, that's a pretty obvious grab.
Right.
Which will bring McLean to the line.
One thing for sure right now is that the Slingers really tried to feed McClain every single time down the court. They tried to put pressure on Garcia, tried to make him pick up his first and second call. Fouls.
So they have a tactic, and McLean's getting the ball. So you really have to say that the Fubon's got to do a better job of actually preventing him from actually getting fed the basketball.
Well, so far, you know, when McLean's shooting 37%, he's not actually doing that much damage.
Right.
So if he's shooting a lot higher percentage and that close to the basket, yes, you will probably send an extra man on his way to double team every time he touches the ball.
Well, they got to think of a way to actually prevent that tactic from working again. And the foul on Quick.
That's a hard foul. There's one thing that you reach for the ball, but he just swung it in the head. That's a very flagrant move.
Well, no harm, no foul. So I guess Joseph didn't mind that too much.
Because it didn't connect.
Joseph Lin with a shot, and Quick with good defense on Joseph Lin. Layup almost fell, but not quite. Alexander with the ball, bringing it down. Quick setting up a pick. To Quick. Quick gets the ball again. Want to go back down to McLean again. Charles trying to push him out. What can Charles do? McLean way outside. Back to Quick outside for 3-point, and it is no good. The rebound. Who's got it? McLean again. Back at it, and still no good. Ty with the rebound. OJ from way outside, and good! that is one quick relief of a kind of a mess or entanglement, whatever you call it.
Well, just to let everyone to have a perspective. You know, OJ already made 5 3-pointers tonight.
OJ is going to go for another one, ladies and gentlemen. It is going to be no good.
Oh, it's a pass.
It's a pass. It's a pass. So we say, clock is still ticking. OJ. 8 seconds at 7. Shake and bake a little bit from OJ May from outside again, and it's going to be good. No good. Off the back of the rim. And a layup by Quick. Good over OJ Mayo. Decent shot. Logos really got to get in the game. They got to be part of it. Lin not shooting, not looking to shoot. Back to Mayo again. To Chuck. Chuck open. McLean not guarding him. Backs up, and the shot is good.
Just like I said.
Like you said, Kenny.
He's going to get that shot all day.
All day. All day.
Well, Alexander's penetration. He's swung that ball, the elbow's kind of high. It's like hockey high sticking.
Yeah. I think eventually, somewhere down the line in basketball, someone's gonna. I mean, they'll have to wear like face masks. Okay, so there's a timeout being called. So right now, 55-46, Fubon lead by 9. We'll be back. Don't go far, my friends. All right, everybody here at Taipei Fubon Basketball Gymnasium is getting into it between the Taipei Fubon Braves and the Singapore Slingers, with the score being 55 Taipei Fubon Braves and 46 Singapore Slingers. And we have the Fubon Angels in the crowds livening up everybody. And we're getting ready for more action. Kenny, seems like sometimes it's like spurts of glory or spurts of messiness. What's going on? So right now, are Fubon playing the Singapore Slingers pace or Slingers playing the Fubon pace?
Well, I definitely think right now the Slinger has better end of the third quarter because right now they're able to go inside out. Their inside punch, starting with the McClain, is actually causing a lot of problem down low. And plus, Alexander and Elliott are both going to the basket stronger
than the first half.
Yes, and plus Elliott made a three-point shot in the second half. That really opened up the offense a little bit more. Like I said, you know, the Slingers are not a very prolific three-point shooting team. They shoot very little three-pointers, and they make very little three-pointers. So anytime they make 4 or 5 three-pointers a game, that's just their average.
But they're doing okay with their two-pointers. As long as they can control the tempo of the game and make a high percentage of the two-pointers, well, if you're not shooting a high percentage of three-pointers, they'll keep the game close.
Right.
It's still in reach right now. And after all this, they're only behind by 7.
Well, just for reference and for comparison's sake, you know, the NBA scoring champ so far, James Harden, everybody knows how much three-pointers he shoots.
Right.
He's only averaging 5.2 three-pointers a game. And O.J. Mayo's already made 5 three-pointers this game.
NBA.
But James Harden make it like every single game.
Right. And that was Ty on the other hand, with a little old school bounce off the board two-pointer. And now Alexander comes back with 2 more of his own.
Well, Taiwan Chen has 4 personals, so he cannot afford to really gamble on the last play.
Right. Charles with the ball, out to Ty, open for 3, no good. Rebound Elliott. Elliott driving in. And McClain with the rebound, and well, really can't do much of that.
Well, exactly. When Elliott saw Garcia committed to block the shot, he just kind of threw it up there because he know McClain will get whatever is behind him.
And there's a steal almost by O.J. Mayo, but backhands it to the Slingers, and Quek from the outside. Quek with a 3, making it a 5-point game right now.
What's a big shot for him?
3-point game, excuse me.
Well, anytime
2-point game.
Quek put some points on the board, that's like a huge lift for the Slinger local players.
So Charles saying like, all right, McClain, come on me. And Mayo out to Garcia. Garcia open. No, he goes after the rebound, but not quite quick enough. And Zelig gets some rebound. Like I said, third quarter, they're keeping it close. 57-52. Only a 2-point lead now.
Fubon is in a 1-through-1 zone defense. The best way to attack 1-through-1 is go to the baseline, and that's exactly what the Slingers are doing.
And then there's McClain again, eating up Charles Garcia. It's there all day for them too. If they don't keep the ball out of the hands of McClain or keep him outside from the rebound area,
right,
it's gonna be, like I said, all day, all night.
The game's all tied up.
Tied up at 57.
And Fubon stealing that 1-3-1.
And Quek fakes out OJ. Elliott on the outside.
But unfortunately, I think McClain's a little tired. And that's why he's like walking down the court. Whoa!
And Charles Garcia with 2 blocks on Alexander. But Elliott on the outside for 3. No good, and that rebound. And on the rebound, the scuffle. The referee called on the rebound, we have like Garcia.
Getting 2 blocks in 1 possession of the ball.
Right.
Garcia shut the door on Jordan Telber last night. He's shutting the door tonight on Alexander as well.
But this time, Alexander's going back to the line. And they can take the lead here, Kenny.
Exactly. I think Coach Xu has to really take a look at his lineup he has right now and really examining the 1-3-1 defensive scheme is working or not, because so far attacking the baseline seems to work for the Slingers, and they have scored 6 points in a row.
Sure. I mean, if it's working, they will not be behind. That's how you look at it. I guess as simple as that. Alexander sinks 2 free throws, giving them a 2-point lead with 1:40 left in the third quarter. This is not something most people will be thinking about, but it is happening. Hong with the ball. And Garcia again, thinking about the 3, but driving in. And couldn't get the shot to go. See, that's the thing. You're driving in, but you're not closing the deal. Uh-oh, there's McLean again down low. Everybody's on him. And he still gets a rebound. And finally, the 3-on-1 worked out. OJ with the ball. 3-on-1 on him. Hung gets it, driving by. And the pass.
Oh. Ling is too busy running the offense, but he doesn't know he's wide open.
It's, well, as the coaches probably say, like, keep your eyes on the ball. Expect the ball when you don't expect it.
Right. Look, he's wide open.
Yeah.
Because McLean is not going to guard him 15 feet out.
But somebody's got to tell them that. It seems that everybody, I mean, it seems like you know it. You know, you're telling me, now I know it. But somebody's got to tell them. They have to know it.
A good player, good coaching is all about adjustments. If you can make adjustment on the fly, like the Slinger has made a huge adjustment in the third quarter.
Right.
And so far, they benefited from it greatly.
Right. With a 3-point lead now.
They've outscored the Braves 26-13 in this quarter. That's plus 13.
So less than a minute left in the third quarter. The Slingers have a 4-point lead over the Braves. So what are the Braves going to do to counteract? They have Garcia at the point. Finally gives it to Hong right now. And of course, the last few seconds, and the ball to Mayo. And off of Lin in the corner.
I think Coach Roger Shi is very patient with his local players. I mean, most of the coaches will probably said, hey, Max, get back on the court.
Right.
Or put Lightning back in.
Well, I'm sure he's going to be out in the first thing in the fourth quarter, but how are they going to limit this damage? McLean, this one is a bad pass. Give it to OJ Mayo, bringing it down the court. 15 seconds left in the third quarter. What's he going to do? Drive the clock down. And the 3-point.
Oh.
And at the end of the third quarter, that is something he planned on and accomplished. A few seconds left. One on everybody. Drain the 3 to end the third quarter, and that's exactly what happened, Kenny. And it seems like at the beginning of the game, everybody thinks that the Braves should have everything under control, but somehow they cannot contain Anthony McLean.
Exactly, and plus, you know, the scoring comes from everywhere. Not only Anthony McLean, because Elliott, Alexander, and Quack, they all made outside shots and penetrated hard to the basket. And, you know, third quarter is pretty much all Slingers.
Right. So after the first half, the Singapore Slingers made some very good adjustments. And now McLean is being double teamed. Now they got to put on Sun Wenting again. Some height and some experience and double team.
Well, the first two quarters, the Singapore Slingers were pretty much rock slingers. But in the third quarter, they're shooting heat seekers.
Yeah. Right now, Isho back in the court with Mayo. Sun Wenting fakes it out, drives in, a little layup to Chuck. And if he didn't tell me, if we don't know the guy, you thought that was a shot with Sun Wenting. It was a nice little lob to Garcia.
Well, obviously,
cut everybody off guard.
He ran right into the middle of the paint and drew McLean's attention.
Right.
And that is a very good pass.
He's got to do more of that. Sun cannot just sit outside. He has to use his height and experience and everything to really help out on the inside. Isho drives in. Little looper! Right away, the fourth quarter. Fubon comes out quick.
Well, the
And
door
Singapore takes a quick
to McLean
timeout.
was quickly shut.
Exactly. They gotta lock him up. We'll take a break and come right back. Wow, that was a quick timeout, my friends.
McLean's post position and able to tap the ball out to the outreach hand of Maxi Isho for two quick turnovers.
Right.
And once the turnover happens, the Braves started their fast break.
Right.
Like they haven't scored for the last 10 minutes.
So now Alexander going around. Too quick outside. Going low, and the short little bouncer, no good. Rebound, Isho. They brought McLean outside this time. Somehow he came out.
Well, an extra 6'9" guy, an extra rebounder really made a difference.
Someone dig outside. Good! The big landlord finally hits a tray, my friend.
A very well executed play. An in and out pass, give to the Zinwending, isolates from the baseline on McLean. McLean wasn't able to come out.
So now you got Zinwending coming in, so it's making a big difference down low. And there's a little short jumper, no good. And the rebound, Alexander gets it, puts it back, no good, losing it. Fubon ball.
Alexander really tried to draw the foul.
But no call is being called.
Well,
he did what he could. He did what he could.
A verticality issue because Garcia went straight up. So he didn't really
infringe on his space.
Exactly, infringe into Alexander's space.
So now with a good start for the fourth quarter, can they actually keep this up or actually settle down? Garcia with it. Ooh, Garcia's spin move is called for travel.
Wow, that's a quick call on traveling.
That was a very quick one. I think that was anticipated. No one calls one that quick.
Well, yes, he moved both of his pivot foot.
All right, so Elliott with the ball, pushing it. Quick, back to Elliott, tossing it out, but losing it, and out of bounds. Red ball. Six-point lead. Fubon is holding on to right now. Still more than 7 minutes left. Plenty of time. Elliott guarded by Mayo in the corner. Picked up, little short, little jumper, no good. Isho with the rebound. He had his shot. They want to maintain this game. They got to make those shots.
Right.
Little 5-footers. Isho from outside, but that's way off. And looks like Isho might have twisted something, but he seems okay. Hung with the rebound. Back to the big landlord. Directing traffic. Garcia, 5 seconds left. Driving in on McLean, turnaround.
Oh, see you later.
And he went around 2 area codes to get that point. spin move, and like I say, he's big, but he cannot be mobilized that quickly.
Right.
Elliott to quick, being guarded by Hung. Drive that little trooper, it's gonna be short. Garcia with a rebound, pushing it up the court. All the way to Isho, and it's good!
When Garcia grabs the rebound and starts to fast break himself, it's all over because you're gonna see 2 6'9" guys attacking the basket very furiously, and that's hard to stop.
And that's actually a good thing to see that Isho is trailing, and then Garcia sees him, and then puts it back for the ball to him to put it back up. We'll take another break. We'll be right back. Take a look.
Maybe 6'5" at most defenders, and that's just going to be too difficult to stop.
Right. So in the third quarter, the Slingers figured out the Fubon Braves. It seemed like in the fourth quarter, the Braves figured out the Slingers.
Right, because the Braves really put on the pressure. And plus, right now, using all 11 players really made a difference down in the fourth quarter because right now, the Braves are still very energetic.
And Elliott with a shot that almost went in. But McLean had the rebound and had it knocked away. Clean knock, no foul.
Well, right now, McLean have to deal with the outstretched arm and double team of Zheng Wending and Maxi Isho. Plus, behind it, there's Chuck Garcia.
Right.
But versus in the third quarter, Fubon only put up one big man in the paint to go one-on-one with McLean.
Speaking of which, Kwek with another three-pointer for Singapore Slingers. 71-64. So Kwek has got to step up too.
A huge boost.
Yes.
For the Slingers. Kwek already scored 15 points.
Yeah. And Mayo, guarded by Delvin Go, couldn't get by him. Three-pointer short. Rebound Garcia. And the foul is being called on Marcus, I do believe. Yes. Marcus did a little pole dancing with Charles Garcia right there.
Well, my friend, you can do all kinds of dance on the court if you want to, but pole dancing is not one of them.
It kind of looked like he was like, kind of like
holding on to the pole. Yeah, I understand.
Yes.
Although I never seen a pole dance before, but
yeah. Basketball action.
Oh.
And a tripping by Delvin Go to prevent Isho from going around him. So the Zheng Wending effect is good.
Yes, plus, I think right now Max Isho only played 24 minutes. So he has very fresh legs.
He's kind of fresh, yeah.
And plus, he's, in the game and in his own zone right now.
And Mayo with a three, no good. Ooh, rebound, go. Alexander bringing the ball down. He's got to put up some kind of shot. Elliott does, and does not score. And Garcia with another rebound, pushing it back down. Is he gonna go all the way? And he does, and doesn't score. And the rebound by Elliott.
Oh.
Alexander on Zheng Wending. Zheng Wending pops him. No foul call, and good defense on Zheng Wending. With a reach in to knock the ball away. But still, it's red ball. Another timeout's being called.
and the 2 bench substitutes only play like 5 minutes.
Right. Well,
So you know the Slinger players are tired.
Right. Well, speaking of which, Zeng goes down, and then Wu's back in the game.
Well, Zin went back to the locker room because he has a bloody lips.
Oh, excuse me. So now Hong at the helm. No rush, no rush, no need to rush. He goes all the way down and dribbles back out. Garcia way outside. Hong, can he hit the 3? And he does!
Yes, sir. The 3-point specialist strikes again.
Hung was enjoying that one so much. Garcia was pointing at him for like 25 seconds. He didn't realize that.
And
it looked good. It looked good. It looked good.
I think Coach Roger should have full trust in Hong's outside shooting ability because Hong played high school basketball for Roger Shi.
And Delvin Goh, with a tough move down low, draws a foul. So the foul's on number 16, Wu Hongxing.
Oh, that was a wide open jumper for Hong. I think the next time around, the Slingers play the Braves, they will know not to let number 24 shoot. Because when Hong got the ball, I think not only all the players on the Fubon knows that ball is going in, I think the capacity crowd knows Hong, the shot is going in.
Everybody knew that except the people wearing red.
Right, I think Hong has playing his 13th years as professionals in Taiwan.
Right.
So he's well respected as far as shooting art.
Well, Singapore is still hanging in there. And they're scrapping, they're playing tough. I'm sure they will have a whole different expectation of the Fubon Braves next time they meet each other.
Oh.
Hung faked him out, another 3!
Oh, my!
And he says, no, 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 that's another one. Don't leave me alone, he's saying.
And David, when I say he can shoot the 3-pointer, I wasn't kidding.
You're
and neither
right.
was Hong.
And now the crowd's going wild. Hung with 2 straight 3s. He's all smiles. Delvin outside. To Elliott. Marcus driving in. Pulls it out. Go. A shot off the board, no good. Couldn't get the fall. Isho with the rebound.
The extra rebounder on the court really made a difference.
Yes.
Isho was able to clean up everything on the weak side.
Hong wants another shot, looks like. He's driving in. A little follow away, and it's no good. It wasn't a bad shot. It's close.
Hong is taking over the game, my friend.
And there's Elliott with a short. And fighting for the rebound. They call a foul on Fubon.
Well,
and now
there's
McLean and Charles Garcia having little words with each other.
Right.
And Hong is saying something. Or is he being the translator?
McLean and Garcia are come to agreement because I think McLean, just like I said, if he hit you, he will not hit you again. He's that gentle.
But on the court, he's got to stand his own. And a quick foul being called on Hong, I do believe. Right during the inbounds. A little moving check on Hong. He's like playing bumpy with Delvin. Ball comes out, Elliott from the outside, it's gonna be good. Long 2 from Marcus Elliott. (77-68). OJ driving around, pulls back with a mid-range, good. And then quick open for 3, and being checked by Mayo. And Garcia comes up with a loose ball. Driving all the way in. And that is a charge all the way. A charging all the way, good defense. On Alexander. But Isho's got a couple words on that one. So this is one of those, I guess I can really say charge, block.
Well, you know, just an experienced play by
the veteran
Xavier Alexander. I mean, he guessed his Euro step wasn't going too much left or right.
Normally, during those kind of situations, would you, as a player yourself before, suggest Garcia just to pull up for a short jumper.
Well, or, I think Alexander stopped at the free throw line, so it's quite a bit of space between where he tried to drill the charge and where the rim is. An extra dribble would really just throw Alexander off.
And now, Slingers with the ball. Falling behind by 11 points. Elliott with a shot. Is he going to shoot it? No, and the ball's being stripped. Isho, 1-on-2.
Slowing down would be a very wise decision at this moment.
Gives it a Hung.
Right.
There's no rush. 2:25 left in the fourth quarter with an 11-point lead.
With an 11-point lead, they should run some clock off the board.
Yeah.
I mean, the less time that Slinger has on the offense, the better for Fubon Braves. Oh.
Yeah, Garcia got called for a walk there. That was kind of a James Harden move.
Exactly. Garcia is pulling all kinds of tricks from the NBA archives.
But that's not a very well disguised one, by the way. We saw that coming from everywhere. There's no one around him to do that.
You heard of step back footwork, but that was step back and back.
And back and back and back. McClain outside with the ball. He ain't going in. Garcia on him. Quack with the ball. Looking for a person to pass to Delvin Go. And the ball loose. And
wise decision.
Lynn
It's better to be safe than sorry.
Exactly. No need for the quick pass right now. Time is on your side, my friend.
Exactly.
OJ with the ball. Nope, you're not getting it. Having a conversation right now.
Well, this is easily a 4-possession game. So the longer the Braves can hold on to the ball, the better it is.
And Garcia with the rebound. Big offensive rebound on that one.
And that offensive rebound pretty much,
I wouldn't say put the nail in the coffin, but put the nail somewhere close to it.
Diminish the possibility quite a bit.
Your percentage just got drastically lower. Seems like it's a good thing that everybody, like you said, people should really take heed to and let everybody get involved and enjoy the game.
Well, you got to realize this, Dave. All these players are extremely well-conditioned athletes with maybe few exceptions, huge bodies. But even in the NBA, the best optimal performance for the players are around 32 minutes.
Right.
So right now, the Fubon Braves foreign import players are playing 32 minutes. That's, science.
Okay, Delvin Go with a loose ball. And he got it himself, and this time Garcia got the loose ball and Hung controls it with under a minute left in the game. Isho outside for three. No good. Almost tipped in.
Lin goes up very high.
Elliott with the shot outside. It's going to be good for three. 44 seconds left. Do not let go right now. Hung with the ball. Garcia bringing it across half court. Goes all the way in. and ran into a wall named Anthony McLean.
Exactly. McLean wasn't going to move. I mean,
He shouldn't. Where can he go? You can't say anything wrong with McLean. He just stood there.
well, but you know, the thing is, he turned his body. If he would have made stay in his ground and was face-to-face kind of body clash, that would have been an offensive foul. But at the very end, he turned his body. His body was moving.
If I were him, I'd turn my body too, because if he didn't, you'd probably be yelling at a different pitch.
Well, you know, Dave, it takes a real tough man to take an offensive foul and a charge.
There are weaknesses in our bodies, my friend.
Well, cover it up. You got hands, right?
I'm afraid gonna hit me in the nose or area.
Oh, got you in the weak spot.
Yeah.
The whole
Garcia
body?
went down semi-hard, was on the ground. Like, I'm not sure what he was doing down there, but he seems to be okay, thank goodness. Free throw number 2. Nope. Rebound McLean. 30 seconds left in the game. With Fubon with a 9-point lead. Pretty much, you can probably say it's pretty much over. Quick with another shot. And Quick with a dead eye with a 3. And there's a switch from a Fubon. 24 seconds-ish left on the clock. And still, ball to Isho. Isho get the ball and got fouled by Alexander.
That's the 15th foul. That's exactly what the Slingers wants.
Yep.
Because
Stop the clock.
they got to stop the clock and get the ball back.
Right now, it's more like a hack of somebody right now.
It's only a 6-point lead, David. It's
Right.
a 2-possession game.
Right. So that's why it comes down to the free throws. And of course, ooh.
But that's a huge free throw, my
Isho with
friend.
a rattler right there. Yeah, the 3-possession game right now.
Right. It's going to be hard for the Slingers to find 3 possession in 22 seconds.
But they will try their darndest best to try to find it. And now another timeout by Singapore. Quickly.
Yes, Quick can shoot, but I think at this point, the dependency on the imports will probably be more likely to happen.
We'll see what happens.
Obviously, receive a double pick, but
Right there.
It's not an open shot, though.
Oh! He went up, but not quite all the way. It's off.
Well,
And
exactly
Isho.
like what I said. A double pick to Elliott, and he doesn't get the shot. Back to Alexander for a shot.
Thank you, Coach Kyle. What are you doing sitting here, man?
Well, you know, we're talking about ABL Coaching of the Year in 2016. Who can contend with that?
Right.
And plus,
yeah.
Coach Neil was the head coach for the national team for Singapore for the longest time, maybe for 13 years. With that kind of experience, you expect that kind of quality play to come out on the sideline.
Are you actually patting yourself on the back by yourself? Great stuff. As you can see, with a 9-point lead and less than 50 seconds to go, It's not going to be easy for the Singapore Slingers. Outside shot for three, off the rim, no good. Rebound grabbed by, tipped out by, red ball, Slinger ball.
Slinger will go down fighting with 5.8 seconds.
But the three-point percentage has not been too great so far in the games they've played. So, and LA will try another three. This time he gets it. 5 seconds left. Isho inbound to Zheng. Zheng got fouled by Delvin Go. They'll be going down fighting.
Exactly.
That's the spirit.
3.8 seconds is one possession game.
Right.
And, you know, but they need 2 possessions. So this is the big problem.
And Delvin Go just fouled out. With less than 4 seconds left on the clock, game clock. And time misses the front end of the 2 free throws.
They're
less than 4 seconds left. So far, it's a 6-point game. So, well, they have to expect something really good to happen really quick.
Well, the referee gave the ball to the free throw shooter before the Slingers substitution came in. So officially, while they're shooting free throws, there are only 4 Slingers on the court.
So whose fault would that be?
The ball was given to the shooter too early because they
the
have to
player
wait
came
for
out
the
too late.
scoring table to clear the substitute player. It's a little miscommunication. Now they're going to talk about whether Tai will get his first shot back.
Again. Well, if that's the case, then Tai really made out like a bandit.
Right.
Either you say the ball was given to him too quickly or the substitution came in too late. One shot or?
One shot.
One shot. Mr. Tai. Second shot, no good. Let him go.
And that's game, my friend.
And that's it. That's all she wrote, my friends. Here in the Taipei Heping Basketball Gymnasium, the Taipei Fubon Braves defeated the Singapore Slingers 83-77 on a finishing up a back-to-back and the second straight victory, the Fubon Braves. Congratulations. Then tomorrow we see the Singapore Slingers going to be facing the Formosa Dreamers. And that's going to be another tough one for them here in the greater Taipei area.
Exactly.
So we'll take a break, our friends, and we'll come back with a little roundup of Frank J.
Gelman go right there. Another block by Gelman.
Wide open is Regulish. Back-to-back triples for Mono Vampire.
47 remaining. He makes his move. Young forces it up and in!
CC hasn't made a shot before that.
Pretty good so far here in the first half.
Lie. Oh, everyone for the Black Bears finding the bottom of the net.
Leaky with a big steal. Leaky for three. That goes in. What a play.
This broadcast of the ASEAN Basketball League may not be reused in any way, shape, or form without an express written consent of the ABL.